Shalom, brothers and sisters. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 8, it is written, "Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching." These are things we need to learn, and why we should not judge everyone the way we think. Everybody, whether you're a man or a woman, you needed some people to raise you up. You needed a woman around you, and you needed a man around you. You needed parents, both parents. But this is not always the case. There are people who have been brought up by their mothers only. There are people who have been brought up by their fathers only. Even the orphans, maybe some of them have been brought up by house girls or houseboys. The community, some of the characters we have as men or women, we got them through the parents, through our uncles, through our maybe sisters, brothers, through our aunts, or anybody who we used to take them as our role model. What happens if a boy was raised only by his mother? What happens if a boy was only raised by his father? Also, what happens if a girl was only raised by his father, absent mother? Or if a girl was raised only by her mother, no father? There are some things which happen in this world which you cannot control. It's a wish of every parent to raise their children, but at times maybe they die. You find out that there are orphans who have no both parents. Some of them, maybe some people have been raised by single mother because the mother was never married. Some of them have been raised by only fathers. Mother was absent. Maybe she was working in another place. When this happens, our behavior changes. When this happens, where a person has been raised by a single parent, there are some characters which lacks from this person, and at times it works on their disadvantage. If one parent was very busy, maybe a father was working abroad or in other places, and this boy was raised only by his mother, or at times the father died, or the father of the child decided not to marry the woman. When boys were raised without their fathers, there are some characters they will have to get from either their uncles or any father figure, maybe a guardian. A research which was done everywhere in the world concerning men who are in prison, majority of them were raised without their fathers. Either their fathers died when they were very young, or their fathers were very busy somewhere, or maybe by single parent, their mother was just single, and there was no one around to take the role of the father. Our grandfathers, our grandmothers used to teach us that when your father is not absent, when your father is absent, when your father is not around, you need to go to your uncles, you need to go to your father's cousins and see how men behave. And if it is a girl and her mother is not around, she is sent to her aunt, she is sent to maybe all her sisters or any woman around, or women who are known to have good characters, so that they can learn how women behave. But nowadays, this is not the case. Children are being raised by single parents and no guardian to stand in for as their father or to stand in for their mothers. Anybody who was raised in absence of father or any fatherly figure, they usually have problem with authority. They usually say we don't care. They usually decide to do things the way they want them to do. But if their father was around, fathers teach them that there is no absolute freedom. And this is not something they are taken to class. No, they just learn naturally. And those children, whether men or women, or girls and boys, who have been raised by fathers only, there are no mothers, or there is no one to take a part of a mother, like aunts or older sisters, or anybody who is known to have a good character as a woman. These people usually lack a sense of danger. Sometimes they see everything is okay. They cannot sense something is going to happen wrong, which is very, very dangerous. They can end up marrying wrong people. They can end up having trouble with things around them. They cannot sense whatever their character they're doing, whatever their action they're doing will lead them to problem, because they don't sense danger anywhere. So in case there is absent mother or absent father, there must be a guardian to take their place so that they can teach their role, and not theory classes. They need to live with these people. So if you are a mother out there, and if you're a father out there, and you want to raise a kid as a single parent, please ensure that if you are a woman, you have to send your kid to somebody who will teach them the fatherly roles. If you are a man, you need to send your kid to another person to teach them their mother roles. Because when these people are raised by a single parent, they cannot understand marriage, how marriage works. They can do studies, a lot of things, but they learn these things theoretically. They will have problem if it is a girl who has never seen how fathers behave when they are married. At times when the husband behave in a weird way, or in a way they have never seen before, they have troubles. And if it's a boy who was raised by a single mother, no father around, when they get married, their wives might do something which they have never seen. And they will have trouble because they don't know how men treat their wives. And others, they don't know how women treat their husbands. So they do marriage as an experiment. So if it is a boy who is married and his wife tries to tell them whatever they want to do might bring problems, maybe they want to start a business, maybe they want to start partnership with other people, mostly a woman will sense that the people they want to do partnership with, they are not the good people, they are conmen. But men cannot easily realize that. So they will have trouble when making decisions. So in any situation, don't judge anybody, don't judge anyone, not unless the spirit guides you. Because some of these people have been raised by single parents, so they cannot understand how men behave, how women behave, and they need to learn a lot of things. So when somebody comes to you to give them help, just help them. And may God bless you.